Have you ever found yourself thinking, I need a move? I know something needs to change, but I can't change. Maybe it's your role, maybe it's your leadership style, maybe it's your business performance. You're not failing, you're not lazy, but you're stuck. In this episode, we're talking about the courage it takes to change when something isn't working, and why your brain is actually wired to keep you exactly where you are. If you've been circling the same problem for months or even years, this one might be the nudge you've been waiting for. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Animal Health Show by S8. I'm your host, Shannon Wood, and this is where we talk about the latest trends shaping the animal health industry. We'll be sitting down with leading voices from across the sector, sharing practical insights to help you grow your animal health business, build a stronger team, or land your dream role. If you're looking for your next dream job, or you're ready to hire your next standout team member, reach out to us at S8 Expert Recruitment Solutions. You'll find our contact details in the show notes for today's episode. All right, let's talk animal health. Today I want to talk about something that applies whether you're brand new to the animal health sector or sitting in the CEO chair. And that is the courage to change when it's not working. No matter what level you're at, I can almost guarantee there's an area of your career or business where you felt stuck. It might be that you hate your job, but you tell yourself there's nowhere else to go. It might be that you keep getting feedback about, micromanaging, but you struggle to show up differently as a leader. It might be your business keeps getting hit with the same sales numbers year after year, no matter how hard you push. Different scenario, same pattern. So why do we get stuck? And more importantly, why do we stay stuck? Here's the interesting part. It's not because you're weak and it's not because you lack ambition. It's actually rooted in neuroscience. Our brains build neural pathways over time. Think of it like bushwalking track. The more you walk the same path, the clearer and easier it becomes. Eventually, it's the obvious route, even if it's not the best one. Trying something new is like stepping off that well-worn track into long grass. It feels uncertain, slower, uncomfortable, even when the current path isn't serving you. Your brain prefers it because it's familiar. Familiar feels safe. This is why it's so hard to give up smoking or change leadership habits or applying for that stretch role. Even when you logically know it's the right move, your biology is quietly saying, let's stay here. This is predictable. So if you're feeling stuck, it's not a personal flaw, it's how we're wired. But here's the part we don't talk about enough. Growth requires discomfort. There's no version of meaningful change that doesn't feel awkward at first. If you want to step into a stronger leadership, you'll probably feel exposed. If you want to apply for a bigger role, you'll likely feel imposter syndrome. If you want to build a stronger team, you may have to let go of control. And that's uncomfortable. But the alternative to discomfort is stagnation. And stagnation is far more costly over time. I see this all the time in our industry. Talented people staying in roles they've outgrown because it feels safer than moving. Leaders repeating the same management patterns because that's what they've always done. Businesses plateauing because no one wants to challenge the status quo. The fact that you're listening to this podcast tells me something though. You want more. You want to grow your career or build a better business or lead differently or make smarter moves. So what do you actually do? First, feel the fear and do it anyway. Fear isn't a stop sign. It's usually a signal that you're near something that matters. Second, take smaller steps if the big leap feels too much. You don't have to resign tomorrow. You don't have to overhaul your leadership style overnight. You don't have to transform your entire business strategy in 1 week. You can update your CV. You can book one mentoring session. You can ask for feedback. You can delegate one more task. You can enroll in one course. You can have one more brave conversation. One step creates momentum. Momentum creates confidence. Confidence builds new pathway. And over time, that bush track becomes clearer route. Another important piece is awareness. You can't change what you're not willing to acknowledge. If you keep getting the same feedback, the same results, or the same frustration, there's a pattern there. Instead of defending it, get curious about it. Ask yourself, what role am I playing in this outcome? The question alone can be transformative. The animal health industry is evolving fast. Leadership expectations are shifting. Technology is changing. The landscape, the people who thrive aren't necessarily the most technical or the most experienced. They're the ones willing to adapt. Courage doesn't mean reckless decisions. It means intentional movement. It means recognizing when something isn't working and choosing to stay there forever. Because staying stuck might feel safe today, but 5 years from now, it often becomes regret. If you're at crossroads in your career or your business, know this: discomfort is normal. Doubt is normal. But so is growth. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is take the first step off the familiar path. You don't need to see the whole track, just the next step. Take it. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Animal Health Show by S8. If you found the value in this conversation, please share it with your colleague, an industry mate, or on social media so we can keep the discussions moving across the sector. If you'd like to get in touch, all of our details are in the show notes for today's episode. I thank you for listening and I look forward to chatting with you again in the fortnight.